Hello, everyone. My name is Kenton Kivestu. I'm an ex-BCG consultant, an ex-Googler, and the founder of Rocketblocks, an online platform that helps candidates prepare for case interviews. In today's Rocketblocks mini lesson, we're going to be talking about a really important topic, which is how to answer the question, why do you want to work at McKinsey, BCG, Bain, Accenture, Deloitte? Fill in the specific firm there. And this is a really important thing to discuss because it's one of those questions that it seems so obvious, like the answer seems so obvious that people often get tripped up. Because there's a lot of great things about these firms, but at the same time, if you just kind of blurt back the obvious things that everyone else knows, you really miss a chance to kind of stand out and make a real impact and indicate why you would be such a special kind of unique fit for that firm. So what we're going to do in this video is talk about 3 tips for how to answer that question. So let's go ahead and get started. Okay, tip number 1 is not all truths are compelling truths. And what I mean by this is you want to find things that are both true and compelling reasons for why you're interested in working at the firm. So for example, if you were to tell McKinsey that you were interested in working for them because they have great compensation, that might be true. They do have good compensation and it might be one of the reasons why you're interested in working there, but it's not a particularly compelling reason that you want to work there. There's a lot of different companies and firms that have great compensation, so it's just not going to make you kind of stand out and strengthen your case. Similarly, if you were to say, tell Boston Consulting Group that you were interested in working there because they have a great brand, that isn't very compelling either. There's lots of companies in the world that have a great brand. You could go to Google or Apple, etc. So what you want to do is really go beyond some of the kind of basic, let's say like uncompelling truths of part of the reasons that you might be interested in working at those firms, and really stretch and find the kind of unique motivations that you have that are kind of compelling reasons about why you're interested in working at those firms. And we're going to talk more about that in the 3rd tip as well. Okay. Tip number 2 is to avoid marketing speak. A trap that candidates often fall into here is that they'll read some of the marketing materials from the firm or go to the website and see certain things or phrases that they highlight on their careers page or the homepage, etc. So for example, for a long time, Bain used to talk about answers first methodology. And if you take certain kind of like marketing copy like that or certain things and use that in your own answer, it's likely going to ring very hollow. And the interviewers are going to wonder, has this person really gone beyond just reading through some of our marketing materials? Do they have a really kind of unique, well thought out reason that they want to work here? So you want to go beyond just the general kind of marketing speak that the firms use to position and talk about themselves. Okay, so tip number 3 is to find your own specific, authentic rationale to this question. Now, I know that's something that's easier said than done, but here's a helpful way to think about it. Consider your career on a timeline. And if you flash forward 5 years, you want to think about where do I actually want to be in 5 years from today? And then on the flip side, think about what have you gained, what types of experiences and skills have you gained in the last 5 years that you can really bring to bear at this particular firm? And then if you can think about how this firm is the missing link for helping take the skills and experiences you already have and helping you build to the point you want to be in the next 5 years, that link can help lead to a really good answer to why do you actually want to work at this firm. Now, to put an even finer point on it, an example from my own experience is that when I was applying to BCG, I had spent the past 3 years before that at Google working to help kind of launch products, help market and support products on a kind of tactical ground level at that organization right out of undergrad. And fast forward 5 years in the future from when I was interviewing, I really wanted to be, maybe a leader at a small technology startup or at a small tech company. And I wanted to be able, well positioned to have that type of role. And so BCG San Francisco, where they did a lot of tech work And I knew I'd be able to really kind of hone my strategic chops and take my experience working on the ground level of a big tech firm and then apply it and use that to guide strategic decisions at other tech firms would be a really good way to kind of build and hone those skills, and something that BCG could benefit as well because I had a lot of experience in that industry. So that was how I connected all the dots together for that particular question. So, in conclusion, if you think about the three tips that we've covered, really what this boils down to is an exercise of separating the wheat from the chaff. You want to go through an exercise where you basically kind of list all of the reasons that you might be interested in working at this particular firm. Then go through and start eliminating the ones that are kind of the common truths, right? These are the things like great compensation and a great brand that everyone is going to come to the table with. And then any other ones that are left that are kind of marketing speak esque, like I'm a great problem solver, etc. Want to put those ones aside. And what's left there, those nuggets left, should be the really good, authentic, specific insights about why you're really interested in working from this firm that come from that exercise of how this firm is the missing link in that career trajectory we were talking about. And if so you get to that, you'll have a really good answer to that question. So thanks again for watching. We've got lots of great Rocket Blocks mini lessons coming out on a weekly basis. If you haven't subscribed yet already, there is a big red button below. Please do so, and that means you'll get all our videos as soon as they come out. So thanks again for watching, and have a great day.